Business credit is credit in a business's name and not the owner's. Personal credit does not matter. The company's ability to pay is what the credit provider cares about. It opens up a multitude of opportunities. Business credit is a brilliant solution for startup businesses. You can get initial vendor credit immediately. You can get store credit at places like Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon, and Dell within 90 days or fewer. Plus, you can get cash credit of $5,000 to $10,000 within 4 months or fewer. There are many business credit benefits. You can use business credit to fund your business. You need business credit to go for loans. You can get high-limit accounts quickly. This is one of the fastest ways to get money beyond immediate funding. However, note that anyone can pull your business credit reports. You don't need a personal guarantee or credit check. Business credit doesn't put an inquiry on your personal credit. Therefore, getting business credit won't adversely affect your personal credit scores. Building good business credit can help you get loans later. But first, your startup must be legitimate to the lender. From the lender's perspective, they don't know your business. It might be a hobby for all they know. They don't know how serious you are about it. They don't know if you'll walk at the first sign of trouble. Building business legitimacy in your startup is key. A lender wants to see what they feel is a legitimate business. A startup has no to very little history, and that makes lenders nervous. It would seem to not be legitimate on its face, but there are ways to demonstrate legitimacy. Building business legitimacy starts with your phone number. An 800 toll-free or other standard toll-free area codes like 877 number spells legitimacy to a lender. You can do this with a virtual phone number. You can have this virtual number ring your landline or cell phone. A fax number is also a sign of legitimacy. Plus, you will often need one for credit applications. Do not give a personal cell phone or residential phone as your business phone number or fax number. A personal phone number may get you flagged as an unestablished entity. A 411 listing also spells legitimacy. Your phone number must have a listing with 411 for most credit issuers and lenders to approve you. Check your record at 411.com to determine if your small business has a listing and that your information is accurate. If your business does not have a listing, list yourself. Yext, D&B Credit Builder can help you get your business a listing. A professional business website will also help. A lender will get a lot of information on your startup from online. It's better if they get it from your website than elsewhere. A professional website should provide basic business information at a minimum. You can use places like TemplateMonster.com and Upwork to get a site up cheaply and quickly. It will look decent from the very beginning. You will eventually want someone to design your site, but you can start with just the basics. And don't forget to purchase hosting from a service like HostGator or GoDaddy. When you buy hosting, get at least a few business email addresses. The addresses will then match your domain. Never use a freebie provider like Yahoo or Hotmail. Check your email address, admin at your site, or webmaster at your site, or president at your site are all great. Or use your name or a combination like a first initial in your surname, like J. Smith at your site. Don't use something like CutiePie73 at your site. Get an EIN, tax identification number, from the IRS. Decide on a business entity. Sole proprietor is okay to start, but you will probably want to change this to an LLC or a partnership. Having an EIN means you can start establishing business credit instead of leaning on personal credit. Get a DUNS number from Dun Bradstreet. A DUNS number is D&B's identifier for your company. That way, they can tell Joe's Diner in Seattle from Joe's Diner in Tallahassee. You can't start building business credit without it. DUNS numbers are free. A good consumer credit score goes a long way. You will probably tap into your consumer credit at the start. Pay your bills on time and as fully as possible every time. Keep bankruptcies and other negatives off your report. Good consumer credit will open up more business credit opportunities. Unsecured business financing is another option. No asset acts as collateral, and the lender assumes a much larger risk. None of the borrower's major assets can be seized if they default. Because there's no collateral supplied, and they don't look or care about your cash flow either, all that matters is your personal credit. With a 650 credit score, you'll only get personal cards. With a 680 credit score, you'll get both business and consumer credit cards. The company you hire works to get you 5 to 8 cards, usually of the best and highest limit cards you can get. They apply for them all at once, so they can get you 5 to 8 cards where if you applied on your own, you'd only get 1 to 2 at the most. They can usually get you 5 times the amount of your current highest limit account. Multiple cards create competition, meaning you can get your limits raised typically within 6 months or fewer from initial approval. If you can supply a personal guarantee, you can get unsecured business financing. They will check your personal credit, so it's got to be good, but you can get $25,000 to $150,000 in 3 weeks or fewer. You can get 0% rates for 6 to 18 months, manage it responsibly, and you can have excellent business credit in a mere 60 days. You should also work to develop trade credit. Tradelines or trade credit are when you get a 30-day, usually, time frame to pay for goods and services you use regularly, like coffee or toner supplies. You need trade lines which report to the credit reporting agencies, but even a trade line which does not report might be helpful for a trade reference. You want 5 trade lines which report to the credit reporting agencies in order to move on to the next step. Here are 3 to get started: Uline, Quill Office Supplies, and the Wells Fargo Business Secured Credit Card. Apply for credit. You may be denied to start or may have to buy things you don't need. Pay on time fully every time, and consider donating unused items to charity. Got 5 trade lines and they've reported to at least 1 credit reporting agency? Then you can apply for Revolving Store Credit. This is credit from places like Amazon, Best Buy, Staples, and Office Depot. You need your 5 starter vendor accounts first. Some of these companies have a time and business requirement. This is another reason not to go to them for credit before you secure your 5 starter vendor accounts. Got 10 revolving store credit accounts? Then you can apply for fleet credit. Fleet credit is to buy, repair, and maintain vehicles. It comes from companies like Chevron and BP. Be responsible with fleet credit, and you can move on to cash credit. This is Visa, MasterCard, and the like. If you have a $10,000 limit with a store, you can get the same credit line in cash credit. Keep your Social Security number off these applications, so they pull your business credit reports instead. Therefore, use your EIN to apply. Always manage business credit responsibly. Your business credit scores are mainly based on your payment history. Late and incomplete payments will directly and adversely affect your business credit scores. Don't bite off more borrowing than you can chew. Building a history of responsible payments will go a long way. If a startup can show legitimacy, it helps the lender feel comfortable about lending. Building business credit is a specific process. Your startup is your dream. It might begin on your kitchen table and turn into a multinational corporation. We can help. Contact us today to learn more about business credit for startups.